Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, we are striking out for the Fantasy District in order to build our very own alchemy station. Now you guys might say, fantasy? Isn't that thing where some woman lives in a shoe and then like has a kid who secretly makes robots and fixes up pod racers? And I'm like, no, that's the Phantom Menace and the old woman who lives in a shoe. I don't know if she has a name. I'm really bad at knowing about stuff, but that's okay. That's why we have collective knowledge. So if you know the name of the woman that lives in the shoe, post it in the comments section below. Anyway, we are swinging by. I was thinking if I wanted to build something that would be like alchemical, I should either build in the medieval or the fantasy area. Now, False has gotten a killer start over here in the fantasy area, but you know what? That's okay. That doesn't have to be the final fantasy. There could be a second one, or even a third one. Maybe a sixth one with a castle that turns into a submarine, you know? It's open to interpretation. What does this sign say? Does it say, don't build over here? Wow, okay, so False is claimed all the way to here. So that means if we want to build our little alchemy station, we should maybe put it on this little tropical island. Oh, we could have it be like a little hermit's hut on that island there, but we don't want it to look bad from her house. And I'm kind of worried anything I build will look bad compared to this. This is a fantastic build. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'll put in alchemy stand or something. I don't know. I don't really have a solid idea of precisely what I want to do, other than that it will be a brewing station. So, let's see. If we set this up properly, it could be some sort of like cool, crazy, crooked tower. And it could like spike its way up out of the water. It'd be like an ice tower. That would be kind of fantastical. There's technically a fantasy build palette though, which let me pull that up real quick and remind myself what should be in the fantasy build palette. Strong colors like orange, yellow, purple, and cyan, mixed with clean stones, quartz, and a lot of flowers. Okay. That sounds fantastic, you know, but at the same time, let's see, sandstone floors, a lot of acacia wood. You know, I should probably get some acacia wood. Is there any acacia wood growing nearby here that I could harvest? Uh-oh. The sun is going down, and as part of my nomadic lifestyle, I have not a place to rest my head. So let's see, maybe False has a guest room or something that we can swing by here. We're just gonna sneak into a castle, because that's what people in fantasy novels do. We're just gonna look for a guest room, because Airbnb has failed you, or me. Okay, it looks like we can hop down. I think I saw a bed down there, and maybe we can... Yeah, there it is. Boom. This is a palatial guest room. Thank you so much to False Symmetry for letting us crash here, or splash here, depending on how you view that waterfall. But let's see. If we wanted to... Oh, is it going to take 2 sleeps? Sometimes the sleeping thing requires 2 sleeps. Not sure why. There we go. Anyway, is there a way back up out of here? I guess I just use the water again. That's fine. It's the update aquatic. We can use the water. So here we go up here. I guess the main castle's probably over there if this is the guest suite. But let's go check it out. I'm curious too, like what she's got. I guess just building supplies for all this. It's probably going to be even more spectacular. I wonder how far out this way that border goes. Because, like, maybe I don't want to build on the border over there. Maybe I want to build on the border over here. Seem to be some crops going on. There's no clearly delineated border on this side. Now, I don't want to build super close to her place anyway, because that's rude, but that is interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and just swing out over here. Just get a quick look at everything. I like that little arch, these series of arches. Very cool. So there's Cleo's ship, the Juggernaut, out there. Okay. So one place I could build, like, a nice little fantasy alchemy tower might be over on this hill out here. So it's within render distance of both Cleo's ship and of False's area when you come out to this scenic overlook. Plus, if I die, I'll wake up back in False's guest quarters there and still be relatively close by. Let's go check this out down here. Oh, this is so neat. I don't know. Is this some sort of throne? I don't know how that works. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and leave this house alone. I bet this probably says False's residence again. Reserved False Beach. I need a sign that says, where's the real one then? Oh, hey, there's a cow house. Whoa. Man, this cow's house is nicer than my house. Okay, that's wow, False. You really overdid it that time. Man. False and Cleo are just killing it this season. I love the sails on that ship. The way that they are folded and waiting to be unfurled. I guess the way they're furled. Like, those are some well-furled sails. My hat is off to Cleo on that. Okay. Let's go ahead. Seems like a lot of people park boats here, so maybe this is already somebody's place. The Wren Hole. Okay, so Wren seems to have already claimed this area. Maybe we should ask him how far back his claim goes. Is that a turtle in a rowboat down there? Man, what a lazy turtle. Okay. I have sent Wren a message asking about his claim. Pretty much where the torches are placed. Okay. Wow, those torches go back a good distance then. Goes back to a cliff face, I think. So it looks like Wren's claim extends all the way back to this cliff. I'll ask him, do you know if anyone claimed that cliff? I'm thinking of doing a small alchemy. So maybe we can set up our small little alchemist hut up here. It's kind of nice because it's high up. You can see that cool place there. And as far as Wren knows, this cliff is available. Awesome. Thanks, Wren Dog. Well, with Wren's blessing established, we're going to go ahead and start constructing what we will need to get a real hut going here. Now, to build an alchemist's hut, I figure I'm going to need like a bunch of cool alchemy looking things, and I'm probably going to need to figure out exactly how I want to clean up this cliff face. Whoops, without falling down into the trees all the time. Now that we've established with Rendog that the American abbreviation of pizzazz is simply Zazz, what we need to do next is actually get set up before the sun goes down. Because once the sun goes down, we're going to have like monsters and night creatures and night terrors and all sorts of things going on that are just going to be generally unreliable or unlikable. So, first thing, we're going to set up a sign that says Future Alchemy Hut by @JoeHills. Good. Now we're going to need some illumination. Why am I carrying an egg? Let's throw the egg. Let's throw it at the pig. It'll scare him off. Boom. Get away from me. That's how you drive others away. Also, is this one particular area here the best place, or should I come all the way out to here? Is another good question. This part of the cliff is so much more dramatic, which I love. But I think that I should leave it as a natural wonder. And just... So we'll leave that part of the cliff as a natural wonder. We'll take this part of the cliff and turn it into our alchemy hut. What I'm kind of thinking of doing is, what if one of the supports for our alchemy hut was like logs that continued up through this tree. So we would knock the top off of that, but then we would have logs continuing to rise up out. And next question, did I bring anything to remotely make a bed out of? A lot of lapis lazuli blocks, not a lot of beds, not a lot of planning. Okay, so we are going to make a mad dash for False's guest room and hopefully get there before all the creepers blow up False's base, because we shouldn't really be in there at night. But we are terrible judges of our own capabilities, and we're just going to go with it. So, I'm running through a field of flowers like I've got half an hour to go, but only minutes left. I'm running through this field of flowers beneath False's stony tower. I don't know if there's a way in. I seem to recall a place in the wall that had some dirt where I did fall, but I also ascended, so it's a bit defended. But we'll upend it. We will prepend it. Oh, wait, no. Prepending means the beginning of the show. Okay, here we do go into False's guest room tower. Into False's guest room tower. The waterfall is great. Just when you think you'll break your legs, you break your fallen state. Rendog lost the game too, 'cause it's his bedtime. Gonna leave the bed and rest my head again and again, 'cause we can't fix it in False's fancy guest room. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And away we go. Okay, good job, everybody. We managed to not die from all the mobs. Ah, Jasassin's here! OMG! Jas! I miss Jasassin. He took a few seasons off Hermitcraft, and now he's back, and it makes me so happy. I just like playing games with my friends. So, let's see. The correct direction, or the correction, was somewhere over this way we were heading. Can I see that little, what does that look like from here? Yeah, that's that one right there. Okay, great. So, better to invent words. I don't know. Don't have any. I can't finish that. If you have a better thing to say, if you want to endlessly litigate how I should have had this conversation in the comments section below, you feel free to say what I should have said there, because I don't know. I felt like I was onto something, but then I lost it. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come back around here. I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll carve some sort of stairwell into that cliff eventually, so people can get down into this pond easier. Or so people in the pond can get back out. Oh, hey, there is some sand and sandstone here. Sand and sandstone are part of the approved build palette for this. So that's actually really good to know. Of course, my shovel's not in my... Oh, it's in my offhand. So we're just going to throw this dirt on the ground and pick up the sand instead. There we go. Excellent planning. Let's close that so it doesn't look quite so weird. Ah, man, I love how this whole place looks. This is really... I don't want to say undiscovered country on the server, but like, this is kind of one of the fringes. Like, folks haven't really pushed out this far on the whole. So it's exciting to me that I get to build something out here on the edge. Just surrounded by natural wonder. You know, if I tried to build another shop right now, there'd be like 8 other shops right next to me popping up. You know, they're like popcorn. They go pop, pop. So the folks will stop to shop. And I'm like, womp, womp. I don't have time for this. Okay, so let's go ahead. I did want to use white glazed terracotta in this build, just because I think it looks fancy and fantasy. It looks fantasy. I don't know. There's something about fantasy and white terracotta that I think looks good. But I think we should probably keep in mind that False worked really hard to make her builds not look bad. And we should try to do at least as good as False did. Okay. So, I almost want to replace... So my original plan was to have this log continue up. here. And then to like, I was thinking maybe of having another tree. Howdy, Gran. I was thinking of almost having another tree kind of come up here. Right? And so then we've got like these supports, and I could take more bushes and kind of farm, like, I could connect the trees or something. But maybe the real answer here, I need to get Acacia. I was going to ask Ren if I can borrow some Acacia, but he's logged off. Here's the thing, is we are going to be building something in his backyard. Literally, this is Rendog's backyard. And we don't want it to look ugly and ruin his view. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll bring him some diamonds in exchange for some Acacia, and we'll leave a note. Boom, Acacia sapling. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 2 Acacia saplings for 2 diamonds. Actually, what we should do is, does he have an anvil here? Thanks for 2 Acacia saplings, Joe. Okay, boom. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and we're going to take 2 Acacia saplings, and we're going to leave these 2 diamonds here. And hopefully he gets the message. And hopefully we now have the Acacia we need to make this a quality build. Quality builds for quality people. Like False and Ren, you know? Can't let them down. So away we go. Dang it, why is there a creeper over there? Creeper, stay away from my build. That was a warning shot. But seriously, why are you just wandering over there? Dang it. I'm going to completely forget about you, and then you're going to make trouble for me later. I know it. So that's why... Where'd you go? Dang it, creeper. Oh well. So I was going to say, guys, I'm making some great progress on the acacia wood harvesting portion of this. Except for the fact that I just fell out of a tree and, I don't know, found a creeper that's going to cause me trouble later. We've got at least 1 acacia plant recovered from that one. I'm just not getting as many saplings as I would like out of each attempt. Let's see, can we lure that creeper over here? I don't want to blow up this prototype since I just started it. Where did he go? There he is. He's underneath that tree. Assuming that's the same one. Why did this switch spots in the hotbar? Okay, well, we didn't even get any gunpowder for our build. That would have been, you know, nice. Anyway, using the build palette that we have for this area here, I'm trying to create something that's relatively inoffensive and demonstrates a balance between the natural and supernatural worlds. So let's go ahead and quickly fix this. Cyan concrete powder is a big part of this build palette, as well as this kind of smooth stone and quartz. So what I was thinking is getting some quartz to support the structure, as well as using acacia wood in the form of like trees like this sort of thing to kind of come down and around here. Now for this lowest part here, I did want to have a light just to indicate, hey, this is how you get up here. But anyway, core concept, we've got some more of these blocks that I was going to come underneath here with. Kind of give this a wedge type shape. I'm not sure exactly how wedgy I want to make it, but I do know that there should be some wedge element incorporated in there. And then let's go ahead and take some more of that acacia wood. Have this log here kind of extend up as well. So now we have this on both sides kind of pulling that up. Uh-oh, sun is going down once more. Why don't we get out our map? That's actually the... Oh, that's the other one. Dang it. I wanted the map of, like, False's area here. We're going to extend this around with some extra paper. And boom. Now, what we can do, we can get that out and run down here. We need to quickly find shelter once again before the day ends, and then use that shelter-related progress as a waypoint toward recovering some Nether Wart and some soul sand, probably. Both of those would be admirable goals. Now, luckily, False has lit this up pretty well up against the border of her keep here. So we are not in too much immediate peril, but the thing about immediate peril is there's always also intermediate and advanced peril that you have to keep an eye out for. So we don't want to find ourselves in some sort of advanced peril. So we're just going to hop down here. Ah, I missed it. That was self-imposed peril. Dang it. So we came ashore over here. If we can find a safe way down, or even just a non-deadly way down. That wasn't deadly. Now, oh, that was... If I keep jumping in pits, though, indefinitely, that will eventually become a problem. So we can just head on over to our boat and motor back to the shopping district, where I'm pretty sure that Nether Wart store has the Nether Wart we need in store. We need to stock up on what they've got in stock. We need... Wait, yeah, we're going the right way. Okay, cool. There's Red Dog's chicken place, too. I should probably get some chicken so I don't eat all my carrots. I want to use some of those for brewing, after all. Alright, so here we are in the shopping district. Bouche's Boutique, that is not what we need. We need Nether Wart. I think the Nether Wart might have been in this one. Here it is. No, wait, that's down with NHO. Here it is, ZAF shop. Quartz, warts, and shorts. Shorts, 1 diamond each. Oh, I like these. Very fancy. Warts. Okay, a stack of Nether Wart. We actually do want that stack. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get out our diamond, and we're going to pay for that. Okay. Boom. Nether Wart acquired. Alrighty, so there is False Symmetry's Rotunda over that way, which means we can swing over here, and one of the beaches back here has a landing that'll let us get up to our little alchemy shop. Shouldn't be any real trouble. Not really a shop, I suppose. It's more of a pavilion. A pavilion for the masses. See, you know what? I don't think it looks magical enough yet. I think that's one of the biggest problems I have with where the build is so far. Like, it's a good build. Don't get me wrong. It's just not a great build. And in order to get it from good to great, it's gonna take a little bit more. So if you guys have thoughts about how to make this into a great build, I would love to hear them. Please leave them in the comments section below. And we're going to try and get 8 sand real quick. We don't need a ton, just enough. Actually, let's get 9. So that we can do a few bottles for our first brew and stand brew. Should have brought some sugarcane with me. Did not think of that. That's okay. Whoa. Accidentally creating a path here. Maybe that's good, though. Maybe we should intentionally create a path here. I was originally trying to eat a carrot, but maybe both. Maybe both are good. Okay, core concept. This now says, if you are back there, maybe generally consider heading up here. This also now says, hey Joe, when is this acacia tree going to be done? And the answer is, well, apparently not very soon. Hey, there, now it's done. Great. Let's go ahead and put that extra bone meal and some of these extra materials in our shop, and then we'll come back. I keep saying shop. In our chests here. Okay, so Nether Wart. Go there. We can start cooking the sand with a bit of the coal here. I'm not sure I love having these all exposed like this. I'm kind of thinking of having this kind of come back like so. Kind of join up here. So this is kind of continuously expanding. And then we would have the acacia wood. As we get more acacia wood, we're going to have the trees and the quartz kind of wrap and support the structure a little bit neater, I think. Right now we're just not there. You know what? I'm thinking I should also break that furnace so a creeper doesn't hop up there and get me. That would be bad. Nobody wants that, except for you, the viewers. I'm watching you. Or are you watching me? Okay. Core concept, we'll revisit that. Next problem. Hey, more acacia logs. Let's go ahead and use those to kind of wrap this here in a pleasing way. That's not exactly as pleasing as I was hoping. Maybe more like that. And dang it, did I go all that way? Oh, and I can't even sleep because iJevin says don't sleep. Dang it, iJevin. You and your mad rules. You're a mad rulesman, Jevin. Can I hop that far? Good. Okay. Well, small victory there, then. Let's go ahead and collect some of that glass and go ahead and make our first ever potion on the server. I'm excited about that. So it's real simple. You fill 3 of these with water. You put them in here. You collect a single Nether Wart. You put it in there. Then I think the first potion we're going to make is a golden carrot potion, which may or may not be an actual type of potion. We'll find out shortly. It'll either ruin it or it'll work. I'm also thinking I might want to get a lower profile here so that I'm below where the creepers and things can get line of sight on me. Not really worried about creepers as much as skeletons. I don't think spiders can climb up here the way I've got these logs. Oh, there's our audible cue that this is ready for golden carrots. Perfect. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and place this extra glass here. Is there enough to make? There it is. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and make some extra bottles again. We'll leave some of these bottles here for the next traveler who comes past. We'll let these golden carrots become a wonderful potion of night vision. Now, if we mix in a bit of redstone dust, I think that will become a long-term potion of night vision, because redstone slows everything down. I don't know if you've ever had a project involving redstone. It takes 3 times as long as everything else. But, you know, that would be game-breaking if everything took 3 times as long potion-wise, so I think it just, like, doubles it. I don't know. Let's see. So we've got a 3-minute potion of night vision now. Let's see what we get out of that when that's done. But, man, I gotta say, this build of falses is awesome. I'm thrilled that it's in the line of sight of my build. I'm terrified that my build will be so terrible she won't want it here. So we might have to get on the phone with her. Okay, 8 minutes. So that's not quite 3 times as much, but pretty good. Pretty good. So let's chug that. Boom. Now everything's lit up. It's like we're cheating at the game, but we're not, because we're actually following the rules. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get 3 potions of water now. Oops. And get our second potion going here. I happened to collect a ghast tier the other day by killing a ghast with a trident. And I thought, like, I should probably use that in some sort of potionary concoction to make, like, a regeneration potion. Because sooner or later, I might want to fight the dragon so I can get an elytra. And, you know, those sorts of fights can be a lot more difficult if you don't have potions of regeneration and things like that. Okay, so we've got awkward potion now. Just feed this ghast tier right on in. And let's see, is there anything else in here that we want to add? I might take one of these gunpowders and throw it in here in case somebody wants to make a throwable potion. We don't have any soul sand, unfortunately, at the moment, but on the whole, this could be a lot worse. Let's put this extra flour in here and decoration materials. I'm not through with this build, so I'm going to leave the kind of building materials, the excess building materials here, to make it easier for us to continue that. Seems like, I think one of the reasons we're not seeing a lot of mobs right now is because Mr. Grian recently had an accident on the server, and he is hanging out at a mob spawner to recoup his levels on his enchants. Now let's see, if we remove the bark from this, I kind of like that, having this kind of climb up into the bark collection, like barklessness. That's kind of weird, but it's kind of neat too. I don't know. And I almost wonder if having like, I kind of like the idea of having no rail in here at all. And that might be cool, but still, it's kind of unsafe. I don't know. We'll have to play with it. Core concept. This is pretty neat. These trees are neat. Everything here is pretty neat. I got to keep in mind, though, that it is still the middle of the night, so there might be mobs waiting to jump out at me. But are there any fallen saplings here? Because these acacia trees... Okay, good. We got one. As long as we keep getting at least one, I'm okay. Bad time, probably, to be punching leaves up in the sky with the moon overhead and creepers on our level. But what can I say? I'm a risk taker. Okay, there's definitely a zombie in that tree. The risk paid off. I got 2 more acacia. Boom. Okay, now I'm thrilled. This is a small victory to end the episode on. We have taken 2 tiny diamonds and turned them into 3 beautiful baby acacia saplings. We have taken a bunch of random garbage I collected around the server and turned it into the beginnings of a collective brewing station. Right now it's 1 brewing stand. Soon it'll be a brewing station for everybody. And, you know, we'll have 4 of those. I don't know, I'm going to have to go kill some blazes next episode or something. But anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.